What up, y'all? CEO in the making, and today I'm gonna talk about the fade. How to do a fade. And honestly, I recently just started doing fades. I usually just do like a even all-around cut. I might taper the sides, and I might taper the back, something like that. But I've been trying to get better at fades. I haven't perfected it yet, but I'm getting close. So I'm just gonna share, how to do one, the basics of how to do one, with you guys here. So let's jump right into it, man. Tip number one. Just get comfortable first. And what I mean by that, get comfortable cutting your own hair, just kind of doing like a even all around cut, getting the coordination aspect down, being able to see the back and the different angles, because that's definitely going to be a big part of fading. You got to be able to see your entire head and be comfortable cutting all the areas, on your head. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, work the hair. And what I mean by that, the fade is based upon layers. You create one layer, go to the next one, eventually until you get a nice even fade, a nice even blend into the rest of your hair. So you're going layer by layer. So when you're doing that, you really got to use your clippers effectively and really work the hair. A lot of times I go over the same areas multiple times just to make sure I do a thorough job before I move on to that next layer. So I'm really using my clippers, really working my wrist, making sure I'm cutting the hair as effectively as possible. Like I said, going over the same area multiple times before I move to the next layer to make sure that I do a nice thorough job. Because if you don't, your fade might not turn out as smooth. So that kind of ties in with tip number three. Take your time. Like I said, it's based upon layers. So before you move on to the next layer, you want to make sure the layer that you're currently on is done properly. You want to make sure you get all the areas, it's all even, it's all the same length, and then you can move on to that next layer. So that's going to help you get a nice, smooth, even blend, and it's going to help you turn out really well. So those are my top 3 tips before you start trying to do a fade, and when you start trying to do a fade. So I got a video for you guys. You can some of this will make more sense once you see me actually doing it. So let's go right into it. Oh, and one more thing. When I refer to the clippers as being closed, that's when the lever is all the way up so that it's cutting the closest. And when I refer to them as being open, that's when the lever is moved back so that it's cutting at a longer length. So when you see open and closed, that's what I mean.